I'm going to do question 1j from exercise 1D. This was about simultaneous equations. We're going to use substitution by substituting 1 into 2. The first thing we're going to do is rearrange number 1. So I'm going to put the y over the other side, make this 23 minus 2y, and then I'm going to divide everything by 5. Oh, I've done the same thing again. This is going to be an addition. I did that in class today. All right, so this becomes plus 2y and everything gets divided by 5. Now, this is going to be substituted into number 2. So I'm being told that this is x. So instead of x, I'm going to put it in place of both of those x's. Now, that is going to be messy and terrible, but it will work. All right, let's try it over here. So I'm going to have x squared, which I know is, I'm going to actually write this a bit differently because I think it will work better in people's brains if I write it like that, right? That's the same thing. I've just separated it out into 2 different fractions. And then that is squared because this is a bit easier to FOIL, right? That looks a bit more complicated if you have to FOIL it because you have to do it like this. Then it's going to be minus 5x again. So it's going to be 23. I'm just going to leave it as one thing this time. It doesn't make a difference though. Y, don't forget the y on the end. I am running out of space on pad. Plus y squared equals 1. All right. I am just going to move this all across a bit because I need some more space. I'm going to just bring all that up there. Now that I've put it all together, let's just do it here. So if you want to write this out twice, obviously we can write it out like this. And that might make it easier to visualize because we just need to use our FOIL method, right? First, outside, inside, last, minus 5 times this. So I'm just going to do that straight away. How about I just do that now? So 5 times 23, that is going to give me 115. And that is going to give me minus 10y. And that is all over 5. Actually, why did I do that? That is the dumbest thing in the world. What a waste. Hopefully you can see why that's dumb. Because this and this are just going to cancel each other out, aren't they? If you times by 5 and divide by 5, it's the same thing. So let's just leave it like that. That's way better. But I still need my brackets because this y is here and that is going to multiply in. So let's leave that. Then I've still got plus y squared equals, well, actually, let's put it all together first. Let's say minus 1 equals 0 because we need to do that eventually anyway, don't we? All right, let's talk about next steps. What am I going to do? I'm going to FOIL this, right? Okay, so if I FOIL all of this, I get 529 over 25 minus 92y over 25 plus 4y squared over 25. If you need to do that the long way, please do. Then this is minus 23y plus 2y squared, right? I've just distributed this y, and then I've still got these on the end. Now, hopefully you can see what I'm about to do. I am about to multiply everything by 25 because I need to get rid of my fractions. So if everything gets multiplied by 25, the start bit's easy. I've got 529 minus 92y plus 4y squared. But now everything needs to get multiplied by 25. So I get 575y minus 50y squared plus 25y squared minus 25 equals 0. Now I've got a lot of things and I just need to collect my like terms. So let's put everything together. I have negative 21y squared altogether. I've got minus 483y and I've got my numbers equaling 504. Now this looks like a quadratic, which is much nicer than the mess we had before. The first thing you always look for is common factors, and we also never want this first term to be negative. So I'm going to pull out the negative, and wonderfully, all of these terms can actually be divided by 21. That should be the first thing you try, or factors of 21 at least, but try 21 and it happens to work. So I'm left with y squared plus 23y. Now this is a plus because I took the minus out, remember, which makes this a minus, and that is 24. Now this looks something that's easily factorable. So hopefully you can see what it's going to be. It's y plus 24 and y minus 1, right? Because they're going to multiply to negative 24, but add to positive 23. So that means y is negative 24 and positive 1. Now I'm going to zoom out a bit so we can see the whole thing. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to get the hand. There we go. Okay, now the thing about this is all we've done is solve for y. We have not solved for x, but we have this little thing up here that is going to help us do that. So why don't we change colors and we'll zoom back into that bit. And we said that y is negative 24 and 1, and we'll plug those into that formula. Oops. Ah. All right, let's move over here and have a go at that. All right, so x equals 23 plus 2 times negative 24 all over 5. And if you type that into a calculator or do it in your head, you will end up with negative 5. And then if you say the other 23 plus 2 times 1 all over 5, hopefully you can see what is going to happen here. That just gives you 1. Why did I say that that's negative? Oh, no. What? What did I just say? That's not 1, that's 5. Ugh. That is definitely 5. All right, because this is 23 plus 2, which is 25, divide 5 is 5, right? So that means we have 2 sets of coordinates. We have when x is negative 5, y is negative 24. Oops. And when x is positive 5, y is 1. Now, just a reminder, these are points of intersection. That is what the solutions mean. Where these two graphs meet twice, and it's these 2 points. All right, so let me know if you need any more help. Good luck.